Alright, so I'm looking at my box of toys here that I found under my bed. And one thing that I think is pretty interesting is I have this little carton of, like, you know how action figures used to, and they still might, I don't know, but, you know, like the cardboard backing would have like a profile of, like, the toy you bought. It's like I got Stormtrooper, and I used to do this for all my toys, but I guess the only ones I still have are the ones for Star Wars. Like, I remember having Ninja Turtles and G.I. Joes and stuff. Um, so, you know, it's pretty cool having these. And I was just kind of glancing at all the ones that I have. Uh, and you know, and I never really had a lot of toys. Like, I mean, well, at least compared to other kids that I knew. And, you know, I always, you know, I lived in, like, suburbs and stuff, so you know, all the families I knew were pretty well off. So, I mean, I might have a lot of toys compared to other kids, but, you know, other kids had more toys than me, it always seemed like. Anyway, I'm looking at the one for the Stormtrooper, and you can tell that, like, George Lucas definitely didn't have the prequel series already, like, deeply developed, because, I don't know if this will focus here. No. I'm filming this on my iPad. I guess the camera's not that great that it can pick up this small, fine little text. But anyway, it basically says that stormtroopers are unquestionably loyal to the Empire, and their unshakable military discipline has led to speculation that they may be the result of accelerated Imperial cloning experiments, although this has never been confirmed. You know, I think it's interesting that they went the cloning route, you know, with this little backstory here. But of course, it is confirmed for, you know, within the Star Wars mythos, anybody who was alive during the Clone Wars. You know, that's an absolute confirmation that the Imperial Stormtroopers, who, you know, they're evolved out of the Clone Troopers, you know, that they are indeed clones. So anyway, you know, I got some other toys in here. I got some Power Ranger toys. I remember these little guys with the vehicles. I remember that they were like a Burger King or, you know, McDonald's Happy Meal or something. These other little vehicles they ride in. I only had three of them, though. I had the White Ranger, of course. I had the Blue Ranger. And I had the Pink Ranger. So, but then I had the head flippers. I don't know how many people remember the head flippers. So anyway, this is Billy the Blue Ranger, not disguised as his Power Ranger form. Totally, you couldn't even tell because he's got a regular face, and you just wouldn't be able to tell he's the Blue Ranger playing around. Hey guys, but then it's like you're like, it's morphin' time, and you know, then he's got, you know, his helmet on, and he's in his full Power Ranger outfit, which he was not wearing just a moment before. So these guys were cool, and I have all of them because, you know, you got the Blue Ranger, you got the Green Ranger. Here's the Red Ranger. I don't know if I'm gonna go through this whole bin, but I got all the other ones in here. You might be able to see them. There's the Yellow Ranger back there. You know, I got all of them. I had heard they made a White Ranger. I don't know if that was just a rumor when I was a kid, because those head flippers came out before there was a White Ranger, and then I don't know if they made one after the fact. This guy, I think he's from Spider-Man. I don't remember. He's from one of the Marvel shows. Maybe even DC. Maybe he's a Batman villain. I think he's a Spider-Man villain. Anyways, you can squeeze his legs, and he goes to his vampire form. I don't remember who that is. Of course, you know, and then I was talking about my Star Wars toys. So, you know, I got Han Solo and these other guys. This is a Gundam Wing toy I bought when I was in high school, I think. So it's not as old as some of my other ones. Some of these are, you know, more recent. There's a Napoleon Dynamite toy that I bought. I used to work at KB Toys, so I actually have a lot of these types of toys. You know, like the Spawn figurines. Todd McFarlane toy company. They did a series of Napoleon Dynamite ones. I also have Pedro here. I have Pedro, and I have Napoleon's brother Kip. I don't know where my other ones are, you know, all the Spawn related ones, because I also have some like Twisted Tales of Oz, like a Dark Wizard of Oz setting one. I think those might be out at my parents' house, maybe in their storage. But these are just the ones I have here. Now, one of my favorite types of toys were the Z-Bots. Now, a lot of people that I know didn't really know about the Z-Bots, so don't really remember them, but I liked them because they looked really cool, and they were really small and collectible, and you know, they were just fun to stage around and play with. And there was this big old Z-Bot drone thing and other things you could get for them, but I just always thought these things were really cool, and I got maybe a dozen or so, and I guess they're scattered throughout in here. Here's another one. They're just really neatly designed. They're just, you know, they're really cool looking. They were one of my favorite toys to play with, but they just weren't that popular. You know, some of my other friends had them. Some of my other friends had more than me, but then most people I talk to these days don't even remember the Z-Bots. I could do a whole review on Z-Bots themselves. Here's I have two Gambits from X-Men. This is like an old Gambit I have from like way back when the cartoon was popular, you know, the 90s cartoon. It's actually got a button on the back, and you press it, his leg kicks out. Yeah. And then next to him I have a more modern Gambit. This was one that was made, I think, earlier in the 2000s. It's not really, as you know, supposed to be a tie-in with the movies or anything like that. Just Marvel started releasing their own intricate figures, kind of like the McFarlane figures, like the Napoleon Dynamite in there. They're were not as high as quality, but they're more posable. The McFarlane figures they're more like just figurines that you just kind of collect and you can take out of the packaging and just have them. They're already in like a disposed position. Like if you look there, that arm's not bendable. But you know, these Marvel ones, they were cool because they are fully bendable, and a lot of people bought them just to collect them when they were around. And then they might still be making them, just haven't really been into toy collecting. You know, I worked at KB Toys when I was in high school, so I still bought toys up to that point. But really, after I quit working there, I just really got out of the whole toy scene. But these were cool because they were, you know, they're fully bendable, and you could really play with these guys. I have a Beast also. You know, he's got lots of positioning on him. You know, Punisher. I didn't have many of the Marvel ones because I started collecting them near the end of when I worked at KB Toys. There's a Spider-Man. I think the Spider-Man's not from... Yeah, this is a cheaper Spider-Man. This is a part of a hand from Apocalypse, maybe? Or Galacticus. I think... I don't remember. This is... All these Marvel guys would come with like a background, like a little staging piece to be on. I don't remember who that was for. Oh, here's another Beast, so you can see Beast with Beast, and Gambit with Gambit. Kind of like how the Gambit kicks out. The little cartoon version of Beast had this switch on his back where I don't remember how it worked exactly, but if you could like get Beast to stage like with his legs bent or something, and then like you could pop the switch and he would like do a flip or something. I don't remember how it works, and it's a pain in the ass to get him to stand up on carpet, so I'm not gonna really get much into that. Well, anyway, oh, here's like a little G.I. Joe gun or something to one of my toys. I had some Jurassic Park figures as well. And they came with these little dinosaur pieces. Oh, and there's a obligatory troll doll, but it's a Ninja Turtles troll doll, so it's cool. But yeah, that's really all the toys that I have now. I had way more toys, and you know, I might go a little more deeper into these ones that I have here. This is just a brief overview. I just found these when I was looking for some other stuff. These are all the toys that I have now. I used to have a lot more toys when I was a kid. I had Ninja Turtle, Batman, Ghostbusters, just, you know, and G.I. Joes. I had a lot of G.I. Joes. But I remember we sold them at one yard sale when we moved. Because, you know, I wasn't really playing with them that much anymore. And, you know, I don't miss them. You know, I'm never going to sell these, even if any of these are worth a lot of, well, I don't know. I could have something worth a lot of money, I suppose, but I'm just not even, I'm too lazy to, you know, get on eBay or something to see any value on them. So, you know, I don't really mind not having the old ones anymore either, though it'd be cool to reminisce on them. But yeah, this is what I got now. It's a pretty modest collection. One thing I did keep was all the Z-Bots, though, for sure, because the Z-Bots, like I said, I mean, just look how cool they are. Like, in fact, I might, after this video, I might pull them all out and just do a little featurette on them. They are so cool. Look at that. I mean, that's just awesome, man. Just look at, so cool. Anyway, I'm going to end this video now. 11.5 minutes, you know, nobody probably want to watch it in the first place. Oh, and before I go, I just saw this. Remember, reboot. Yeah, this is the only reboot figure I have. Anyways, that's it. Goodbye.